Hello everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihanascuisines. Now you know when I'm making desserts or Mithaii, I'm in the best of moods. So today we are making these delicious save bars. I thought about this idea. I tell you, I don't sleep much at night because that's all I'm thinking is to give you guys easy but super simple, elegant dishes. They're simple, they're delicious, they are great to work with in the kitchen with the kids. They can be, you can be so creative with this. So if you want to learn how to do this, let's go ahead, discuss all the ingredients. But before we do that, if you like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Share my videos so that we can share all this love of cooking with everybody else. Also smash that bell so that you get a notification every time I upload a new video. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. All right, so what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna turn my pan on medium low, and I'm gonna be adding about 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Now it doesn't matter if it's soft or hard, really doesn't matter because it's just gonna melt. Just wanna make sure that the butter, when you put in, that your heat is not very high and it doesn't burn the butter. This is a super simple recipe. I have the same concept in and I've made them into little baskets or nests. So if you want to check out that video, I'll put a link up there on the left hand side. You can check that out. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm just waiting for the butter to melt, and once the butter melts, what I am going to do is I'm going to be adding this type of vermicelli in there. Now actually a 150 gram package, which is 5.29 ounces. We're going to be using 2 of these, and what I did was I just brought it home and then I went ahead and I crushed it. And the more you crush it, the better you're going to be, because you're not going to be it's just going to be easy to cook it while it's crushed well. All right, so so this is almost done. So I'm going to just go ahead and add the vermicelli in here. That's basically it. I'm going to be bringing a little bit of salt. We're going to be adding a little bit of salt in here just to enhance the flavor. And then we're going to be adding a 14 ounce of sweetened condensed milk. This is not the evaporated milk. This is the sweetened condensed milk that has the sugar in it. It's sweet, so we don't need any sugar in here. Add in our sweetened condensed milk. I have about 3 tablespoons of desiccated coconut we're going to add in there, and I have 2 tablespoons of crushed almonds that I'm going to put in there. Now, in my other recipes, I have added pistachios, crushed pistachios. So you can basically change it up and use whatever nuts you like. Okay, so do you see how the color has changed completely? And while we're adding our coconut in there, it's still going to toast a little bit more because I want the coconut to be toasted as well. So you just want to get it where, I don't know if you can even hear it when you're moving it around, you're going to hear that it's really crispy. All right, next I'm going to add my crushed almonds in there. Now I've had a lot of requests to do easy recipes for like Mithaii and like bars, or so this is one of my recipes that I thought about to do. I'm also thinking about shortbread cookies that I'm planning to do, and we're gonna be doing the same concept where we're gonna be dipping it in chocolate and then decorating them. So you guys can have a variety of things going on. All right, so you see how I've got all that in, Now I do have some extra condensed milk here, just in case if we feel like our mixture is dry, we'll add a little bit more of the condensed milk in there. Now that all depends on the packaging of the vermicelli. Sometimes the other brands are so less in the package that I feel like, oh, 1 can is well more than enough. Sometimes I feel like I have to add more in there. So at this time, you just don't want to cook the mixture really too much. You just want to mix it until it's all together, and then we're going to turn it off, okay? Because you don't want the bars to be super hard. I feel like this is gonna be more than enough. I have a feeling. But I could add just a little more on this side, just a little more. I would say maybe just 2 tablespoons, not more. Whoop, don't wanna get more in there. Now, just gonna mix everything really well, and then you wanna put it in a tray, and you want this, you wanna set this where it's about 1/2 inch thick. And you really want to get that thickness. So I did cover the whole thing, which is fine, but see, then I can tell, you know, how thick it is. So I'm gonna let this cool down. So I've got some chocolate chips here, and I've got some white chocolate chips here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna melt this in the microwave. Make sure you do it at 30-second intervals. And then we're gonna be adding just a little bit of vegetable oil in there so that we can thin it out a little bit so they're not very thick. Once I get that done, we're gonna talk about all the other garnishes. Okay, I want you to see this. See how it's melted? All the chocolate is really melted, but see how thick it is? And if we're gonna dip this in the, if we're gonna dip the bars in here, it's just gonna be way too thick. So this is why I'm gonna add just a little bit of the oil I told you about. We're gonna mix it, we're gonna see the consistency, and then if we feel like we need more, we'll add more, but just add very little at a time. See how it's getting there? You just wanna get something where you can mix it really, really well. So, because I don't want a very thick coating on it. I think I have it, I think I got it. I think I like that, kids. See the consistency changed? That's exactly how I want it. So I'm gonna keep this on the side. I'm actually working on melting my white chocolate chips right now. And once that's melted, we'll also add the oil in there, and then we're ready. So now, just add enough, little bit where you have where it's not super thick, okay? Now, I did get this out of the refrigerator, but I hope that I can work with this. I'm actually on a time crunch, so I'm gonna try and work with it. But you want to keep it in there for at least an hour, hour and a half, and then work on it so it's nice and set. All right, but we'll make this work. So what I'm doing here is I'm just making 1 inch thick, like I want bars. Now this, honestly, you can do, this is just an idea that I'm giving you, but honestly, you can do squares, you could do what I am doing. You could do however you like it, really. This is just an idea for you to run with it, all right? So here we go. So I got, you know, I got about 1 inch, and then I wanna do about 3 inches, about, yeah. Cut those, yep, up there. And then the top ones, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do more smaller, all right? Just to show you, just an idea, okay? All right, so see how we have our shapes, however you want it. All right, so at this point, I'm just gonna take one out and I'm gonna shape it. All right, now for this one, I'm not gonna show you all of them. I'm just gonna show you a couple of them just to get an idea. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna dip it into the chocolate, and I'm not gonna do it all the way. I want it, but I need to get it out, and I'm gonna set it right on my paper here. All right, and then I wanna do one with white chocolate just so you guys can see. Again, I don't wanna dip the whole thing in there. I wanna leave half of it. Or 3/4 of, or a quarter of it where it shows. Okay, now I'll tell you why I'm pulling them out quicker. You want to leave them in there a little bit more where you can get that chocolate to drip out. The reason I'm pulling it out is because my thing is still pretty soft. That's why you want to leave these in the fridge for them to completely cool before you work with it, okay? And if you're gonna do anything like, let's say we're gonna do a couple of these, and see, once they are really nice and cold, they will come out really nicely as well. I love working with this vermicelli. There is so many things that you can do with these, just, right? This one here, just gonna have white chocolate on it. Just like that. Then you can just take your white chocolate or your dark chocolate and you just wanna drizzle it just like this on top. Okay. And I'm gonna have to wash my hands in between because they're kind of soft. All right, say you don't want to dip them in chocolate. Say you just want plain ones. That's okay. Let's do a couple of them where I can show you. This one, shape it just a little bit more. This one, I'm gonna add some pistachios like this on top. It doesn't have to be super fancy, but it's just gonna look super nice. Now you tell me, how easy was it to do something like this for Eid or for weddings or for platters or just, you know, to give somebody a gift or whatever. It's just so simple, but it's just how you decorated it is what it's gonna bring out the, now the other thing you can do also is when you have these, the longer ones too, I'm gonna dip this one in chocolate again. Half of it in there goes in. I'm gonna pull it out. What I'm gonna do with this one is I have Pocky here. I don't know if you guys have seen any of these, but I'm just gonna take one just like that and I'm gonna put it right inside just like that. And I'm hoping that I don't split it, but I think I will. There we go. There we go. There we go. So, and then I'll show you pictures of it when it has nicely set. And it's really fun to do this with kids. I enjoy working with kids. And then you can take sprinkles to sprinkle on top. You can take bigger sprinkles. You could do white chocolate with dark sprinkles. So really, you know, it's just up to you. So what I am going to do is I'm going to keep on using my imagination to do this, and then in the end I will snap a couple pictures and I'll put the pictures in the end for you to see. So basically this is all, and I just love working for this. So just remember to snap a picture of it, and then once this settles up a bit, I'll come back and I'll show you, and I'll do a taste test to show you what it tastes like. So here I have some rose petals. I like to work with rose petals as well. So I'm gonna get some rose petals onto my white and some rose petals onto my dark chocolate. But again, it's, you know, it's however you want to do it. And then I'm also going to throw in some pistachios. Now, if all those that I know have asked me about my pistachios, they're from Dubai, and I'm running out of it, but I can't find them anywhere else. So if you know anybody anywhere that we can get them, let us know in the comment section so all of us can. So I'm just gonna keep on doing these. All right, so these are done, and I just used my imagination. I just drizzled chocolate on there. I used whatever I had. So I would love to see your creation. So I'm gonna give this a quick taste test. Now, for all those that are new onto my channel, I do have diabetes, so I'm not gonna try the ones that are coated with chocolate, but I'll just take a small bite off of this one. And these always have been our home favorite thing. Everyone in the house loves it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of these creative videos, let me know in this comment section below. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihanna's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. See you then, friends.